some photos of the recent protests by farmers over the farm bills which were passed by the Rajya Sabha recently. Clashes with police, firing of tear gas, usage of water cannons to stop thousands of farmers who marched to Delhi. This is what has happened on the borders of the national capital. But the question is, why? Why farmers are protesting? In September, the central government introduced three contentious agriculture bills. The Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Bill, the Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill, and Essential Commodities Amendment Bill. The farmers are in anguish because of these three bills which, according to the government, these bills will benefit the farmers in numerous ways. So, if this is the case, then why farmers are protesting? For this, we need to understand what these ordinances propose and at what points farmers are enraged. Number 1. The Farmers Produce Trade and Commerce Promotion and Facilitation Bill. This bill has been passed in both houses of parliament. But before we understand what the bill says, we need to know how the farmers right now sell their crops. So at present, the farmers bring produce to designated mandis, which are regulated by states under Agricultural Produce Marketing Committee APMC laws, except in 6 states and union territories: Bihar, Kerala, Manipur, Lakshadweep, Andaman and Nicobar Island, and Daman and Diu, which don't have APMC acts. Farmers then sell these crops through licensed commission agents at mandis. Commission agents then earn 1.5% to 3% of sale value for services including cleaning, sorting, displaying and auctioning crop, while states earn mandi fees paid by crop buyers. And government agencies like Food Corporation of India (FCI) buy products at minimum support price (MSP) within 60 to 90 days. After this, private traders buy produce through commission agents at market price but not on MSP. Such a long process. Now what this law says. So according to this law, farmers will be free to sell their produce anywhere in India. There will be no compulsion to sell their crops in APMC mandis of their specific areas, which is good. So why farmers are angry and worried? Farmers are worried as they think that this new law will end MSP, that is minimum support price support. They think so because the government hasn't mentioned anything clearly about the procurement of food grains and MSP in the bill. Farmers think that the price may get tumbled and private bodies and traders may form a cartel which will affect them badly. So, to be on the safer side, why can't the Prime Minister make it a law that prices for agricultural produce cannot be lower than MSP determined by the government? And not only farmers, but because of this bill, commission agents, few state governments and opposition parties are also protesting. Number 2. The Farmers Empowerment and Protection Agreement of Price Assurance and Farm Services Bill. This bill is related to the contract farming. If this bill gets precedence not, then farmers can sign sale contracts with processors, aggregators, wholesalers, large retailers at mutually agreed crop prices. As opposed to the current contract farming system, which is mostly unwritten and is confined to high value products like chips grade potatoes, sugarcane, cotton, tea and coffee. If the bill gets passed, then the buyer will pay the market rate if it is higher than the contract rates, and disputes will be resolved within the fixed time frame. But farmers are opposing this as they think that the corporate will have the upper hand in fixing prices and resolving disputes in courts. Also, these big companies will not deal with small farmers. In response to these, the government has said that farmers will have equal say in setting the sale price. They can withdraw from the contract at any stage without penalty, but the corporate buyer will have to pay the agreed price and penalty for breaching the contract. And apart from this, farmers will be paid within 3 days of signing the contract. But deep down, we all know how corporate buyers work. Number 3. Essential Commodities Amendment Bill. At present, the moneylenders and businessmen used to buy crops at affordable rates and store them in large numbers and engage in black marketing. To curb this, the government has brought amendments to the existing law. But now, under the new amendment, agricultural products like cereals, pulses, oilseeds, edible oils, and potatoes have been removed from it. This means that these items are out of the list of essential commodities. Thus, the new amendment will remove stockholding limits on these items except under circumstances like in case of national disaster or emergency. The farmers are worried because if the government will not regulate the supply of such food items, means the chances of hoarding will be high. Plus, the big businessmen may be allowed to hoard these commodities, which will lead to a rise in prices. So these are some concerns of the farmers which need to be addressed by the government. The government has called farmers for talks. Let's see how the talks will go and will the government resolve farmers' issues or not.